You're doing a really brave thing. You are choosing to tackle something that feels overwhelming, and that's powerful and it's terrifying. If your brave thing is a room full of stuff that you can't wrap your head around managing, take a deep breath and let me give you some support. So what we have to do first is not focus on completion. You have to just focus on getting a little relief. And we do that first by going in and looking for anything that you can throw away or recycle or put in another room of the house. So set a timer for 20 minutes and just look for things that you can throw away. Set a timer for 20 minutes, just look for things that you can donate. Set a timer for 20 minutes and just look for things that need to go into another room of the house. That's an hour right there, and it will give you a good amount of relief. When you complete a task, you learn to trust yourself, and you also get a nice hit of dopamine. And dopamine is an incredible chemical in your brain that is a motivating chemical. What it's going to do is tell you, yes, you're on the right track. Keep going. You've got this. And we need that as often as possible. So when you feel stuck, just set that timer for 20 minutes and give a focused activity to yourself. Trash, recycle, give to other people, return, whatever it is, make it something small and sweet that you can get rid of. Now, if you have a lot of time and you can work on the project now, you'll just grab the easiest thing that you see and handle it until it's complete. Don't let yourself get distracted. If it takes you 10 minutes to do one box or 2 hours to do one box, but you're doing it correctly and completely, you're doing the right thing. One of the biggest things that people experience when they're getting organized is that little voice in your head that tells you that this is taking too long and you're doing it all wrong and that there's something wrong with you and everybody else has it right. And I'm just going to tell you that everyone I've ever worked with has that voice. Everyone. And that voice is not right. That's a defense mechanism. It's a protection trying to keep you safe from leaving the wonderful comfort of that little clutter bug space. So take a deep breath when you feel it, acknowledge it, and remember, it is not true, but it is a common thought and feeling that comes up during this process. So you're going to have to make friends with it, but not necessarily believe it or let it lead you. Got it? All right. Now, if you don't have a lot of time to just choose one thing at a time and work on it to completion, then what I need you to do is to make that space a livable space. And what you're going to do is you're going to box everything up that you can so that it's in a functional way for you, so that you can slowly go through that space in the time that you have available. Now, what's really important is that before you start boxing things up and, stacking it on the side of the room or whatever space you've got, you need to pull anything really, really important, because what I don't want is for you to feel totally stressed out that your DMV renewal or your passport or anything like that is not able to be found when it had once been able to be found easily. So make yourself a little urgent box or a little important docs box and put anything that you need access to there, and then allow yourself to kind of tidy up everything else and make it a livable space for the moment, with the intention that in the time you have available, you're going to work on just one box or one bag at a time until it's done. This didn't happen overnight. It's not going to get finished overnight, and that's okay, because organizing is a healing journey. It is a healing art of sorts. It's not a task to complete. If you really pay attention as you do this journey, you are going to understand yourself better, make peace with your life, have more clarity about who you are, where you're going, and what you want. And I promise you, it will be worth every minute. And the nice thing is, if you really do it in this way, you're never going to have to do it again. And that's pretty special. So take your time. It didn't happen overnight. It's not going to get clear overnight, but you can do it. Lots of people are doing it alongside you right now, whether you see them or not. Many people have done it before you, and many will do it after you. And I promise you, you are right where you need to be. Even though it doesn't feel like that. And even though the little voice in your head is telling you that you are so behind and that there's something wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. You are right on target.